Do we really have no option other than Doffy and Teach in this meta? The best way to find the answer is to play. So tonight I will play low green yellow. First game against Teach. This was my first game ever with the deck, and I played against the worst matchup. I will certainly make many misplays during this tournament, but it is necessary to do them for understand what you have to change and what you have to improve. Unfortunately, we didn't discover low that much because obviously against Teach you cannot do the on play. But we were lucky. The only time I used the leader ability, I got 5 costs in the life. So I think, honestly, I won in that spot. I focused a lot on spam the board because I think it's the only right way to win against Teach and don't lose from a 10 cost Teach, obviously. Because if you have just one body, two body, he can just kill your board with the Vanagar, some reduction plus the spells. And in the end game, if you have just one drop on board, he just starts to chain 10 cost Teach and you are gonna lose. Second game, we have played against Bonnie. 1-1 for now, and we lost dice roll. This is a really important point, and I want to focus on it at the end of the video. Bonnie is not a great matchup, but I think I made a really big mistake here. I went to zero life to do Kid at 8 dawn because I have the Cavendish on board, but I completely forgot about Carrot. So with 5 dawn, he just played the Carrot on my Cavendish because it's rested, and I cannot use it in the next turn. And with zero life, I don't have other option because I'm gonna lose next turn because I don't have a lot of counters in hand. And if I was at 1 life, I have another option. I can play the low 7 cost, put a 5 cost on top of my life, gain 1 life at that point, and play something on board and remain with 1 life. So I can survive. 2-1 Asop. I think the matchup against Asop is really good. We don't have a lot of problem if we win the dice roll. Obviously, we lost it. My strategy was not to take the 7 cost spell or Rebecca, Kiros and all the other stuff, so I have to play a lot around Bonnie. If I want the dice roll, I can do that on 6 Dawn without any problem. So he cannot do the play at 7 Dawn because he can play just 6 Dawn. But I was lucky because in that point, on my 7 Dawn, I had double Bonnie in hand and I have Cavendish on board. So in that moment, I have just to find the veggie because with that veggie, I can put the other Bonnie on top life and I can play the other Bonnie from end. In the next turn, Kiros comes down on 10 on, but that was not a big deal because with leader ability, I can bounce back my Bonnie. And at that point, I have just to freeze the Kiros and win the game. So I won really easily against Asop. I think it's a really good matchup for the deck. 2-2, another teach. Only bad matchup tonight. I don't know why, but we lost dice roll again. I think if we lose the dice roll, the matchup is really, really hard. But I made a lot of mistake again in this game. I think I played really bad. I had the turn at 9 down where I have to choose from play Kid or the Hoddy Jones, and I choose the kid at cost. I think it's really wrong because with the Odi, I can take another life, and my opponent have to do teach 10 cost in the next turn on Odi Jones, and I can play the kid in the next turn more safe because he necessary another teach for avoid the kid ability and try to close. So I think Odi will be better because I take another life. And that's not over because I think another big mistake I made was in the last turn where my opponent do the 4 cost spell. I know I have Hawkins in the life, so I know I have the trigger. At that point, if I bounce back Carmel with the leader ability, because you can do the leader ability without life, but in that point I have it, but you can do the effect. If you don't have life, don't worry. Bounce back Carmel, so with the trigger, if I drew well, I can try to defend the 12k. In fact, I drew 1k, 1k, and I just miss 1k for counter that 12 and win the game. So don't forget about the ability. Last game of tournament. Again against Bonnie, and again I lost the dice roll. This time I think I didn't made a lot of mistake because I had no choice. I missed both Cavendish at 5 down and the low 7 cost on 7 down. And when you lose the dice roll without this card, it's really hard to do something. I tried on 7 down to use Hoddy Jones for kill his board and or get a lot of cards from his hand so I can starve a bit and try that strategy, but doesn't work because he had all the counter and I never killed that Cavendish. We arrived to the final opinion about Rogriel. I think this deck is super fun, have a lot of line, I like it, I like all the combination, I like the leader ability, I like all the synergy with the supernovas, but I think this deck is playable only for a local tournament. For 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, it's okay. You need to find always the right character, and the most important thing, you have to win like 90% of the time the dice roll, because it's really important to choose if you have to go first against some matchup or you have to go second. So if you don't win the dice roll, it's really complicated against probably everything. For not talk about the Teach matchup is really, really bad. With Action play, you are playing like a vanilla leader. With the Odi Jones, deck is good. In fact, I recommend the deck list I played. I don't think it's a bad list, but I will change one thing for sure. I will play Bartolomeo Blogger 3 cost instead of the Hawkins. But I think this deck list is really, really good, so you can start from this point. Like I said, I don't recommend this deck for a regional 10 rounds plus top cut. It's too much for this deck. I don't think it's really consistent for that type of tournament. But try the deck because I had a lot of fun. I never played this deck before, so I have a big window to improve. But anyways, the deck have some problem. If you play it, you will recognize this problem. My final advice is play this deck only for the local tournaments. If you want to pick this deck for a regional, I don't recommend it. So if you enjoyed the video, put a like, put a comment, subscribe, support always, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.